Hi, my name is Augusta Farnham. I'm coming to you from Walla Walla, Washington, where I've spent the last 15 years. Half of that time has been dedicated to a program called Carnegie Picture Lab. Over the years, I've been involved with a lot of parts of this program, but the most important part, and the part I want to tell about today, is what is art worth? A couple years ago, we were teaching Andrew Goldsworthy. He's an interesting artist, a sculptor, a photographer. He works with found materials all over the world. Whether it's mud or ice or twigs or branches, he weaves together sculptures that are ephemeral, a word that we then teach the children. We show them images of his work, talk about what he was thinking, considerations, the weather, and then he photographed the works that they could then see. This is not new information to children, maybe new information to adults who are so far away from the simplicity of play, but for children, play is what they do, or at least we'd like to think. After we had the PowerPoint about Andrew Goldsworthy, talked about his work, talked about the world ephemeral, we brought the classes to parks. I had the honor of Mrs. Fuller's class from Edison Elementary. There are two children in that class that I had taught over the years. One of them I had seen, and I knew she was a particularly good draftsman. She laid out a very beautiful array of branches and rocks and twigs. Color was considered, line was considered, all sorts of clearly creative, detailed considerations. Granted, we're in the first grade, so you don't think that it's going to be so complicated, but hers is complicated. And then she sits down and draws it. And when she draws it, her line is as good as a middle schooler, if not more. First grade. Now, I know who she is. And when I see her, we always look at each other like, I know who you are, you know who I am, this is what we do. I was standing and visiting with her when the teacher came to get me. She pulled on my sleeve. She said, you have to come. You have to come at this. You have to come. She became a loss for words. The emotion started to begin. You don't know what, you don't understand. You just don't understand. We walked over and saw this young man's sculpture. She said, you have to look at this. She took so many pictures of it. It was amazing. It was huge. It was 2 feet off the ground. It was kinetic. It was moving back and forth. The wind was blowing it. It was, in fact, the biggest and maybe the most intricate thing of the day. But what her point was, as we walked around away from the bush that it sat in front of, was this. You do not understand. He's not good at anything. He cannot succeed anywhere. Spelling, math. You do not even begin to know what his home life is like. The stories of what it's like when his parent comes and picks him up from school. The screaming, the yelling, the stories that we hear through the counselors. This child can do nothing. And look, he has made a kinetic sculpture that moves with the wind. What is art worth? If it is not here to give possibility, if it is not here to allow life to be fuller and to have more expression. The principal thanked me, but it didn't matter. To know I had had the possibility to witness this child's success and to see art be powerful. What is art worth? It is worth the world. It is what makes the world move with the wind. Thank you.